So you just got into 2x KO and you're getting destroyed more often than you'd like. It's alright, we've all been there. In fact, some of the greatest fighting game players alive had to go through an arc of getting washed before getting clean. But how does one improve? Do you just have to put in more hours? Well, that's a part of it, but I'd argue that the best way to get better in any fighting game is to kick the bad habits that you develop as a newbie. So today, we're going over the things you need to stop doing to improve in 2x KO. The first bad habit we want to kick is the incessant use of combo videos. Now don't get me wrong, they can be very helpful. Combo videos can teach you how to optimize your damage, which is crucial to your offense. However, if you're getting your butt handed to you nonstop, the problem is most likely bigger than your combo knowledge. Plus, some of the combos shown in these videos are pretty hard to nail in real time. Instead of increasing your combo catalog, you should simplify your game plan. Have one bread and butter combo that you can land reliably. That'll be your main damage dealer. The reason why this works better for newcomers is that having too many combos in your head can confuse you and lead you to drop when you can't afford to. After learning a B&B, focus on studying your character's normals and learn about the different ways you can get into your B&B, whether it's by starting with a jump in, low attack, or mid. Then once you have that down, learn how to combo out of your anti-air. For pretty much all the characters that starts with down heavy, then you can follow that up with a simple air combo, which in a lot of cases is part of your B&B. The reason why learning this is so important is that jumping is a very common way for newcomers to try to skip neutral. However, it leaves you extremely vulnerable. So if you're able to shut down the main way the opponent gets to you, you've won a big part of the battle. It may not seem like it now, but with your B&B and anti-air combos, you can do a lot. Then as you get better, you can build on this with more combos. However, make sure to learn combos for a reason. Don't just sit down and learn something long to look cool. It's a lot better to memorize combos when you have a purpose for each one. Now this next bad habit may sound a bit confusing at first, but hear me out. You've got to stop pressing buttons whenever you feel like it. Of course you need to press buttons or else you'll lose, but you need to be patient. For a moment, think of fighting games like turn-based RPGs. When the enemy is doing their attack, there isn't much you can do. Why? Because it's their turn, not yours. In fighting games, though not as obvious, the same rule applies. When an opponent is pummeling you with a block string, you need to wait for your opening before striking. If the enemy is smart, they won't leave any gaps in the string. So if you press something, even if it's light attack, you can get punished and risk losing half your health easy. When I first started playing fighting games, I had this bad habit of blocking without paying attention. I did it while my thumb was literally shaking over one of my attack buttons. And sometimes, I press something without even noticing. Hell, I still do this. Don't be like me. While you're blocking, watch your opponent like a hawk. You may not find the opening you're looking for the first time, but that's fine. Just like you, your opponent also has habits. That block string will come up again, giving you another chance to find that opening and punish. Worst case, if for the life of you can't find the gap, go into practice mode and recreate the situation. Don't forget that this mode isn't just for rehearsing combos. You can record actions for the training dummy to learn how to beat tactics you have to deal with online. This may sound like you're doing too much, but going the extra mile could help with other block strings you'll face in the future. This next bad habit is prevalent in folks new to tag fighters. Stop ignoring your assist. As someone who normally plays games like Street Fighter and Tekken, I get it. You're so used to playing 1v1 games that you forgot this title lets you use a whole other character to help. This often leads to the assist only being useful as a second life when the point character dies, or worse, as a scapegoat to protect the point character when they're close to death. Remember how we talked about jump-ins being a common way for people to try to skip neutral? Well, that method becomes way more lethal when you send an assist to cover you while you jump. If timed correctly, your opponent will have to block both the assist and your jump-in. Then you can mix them up by either continuing your block string with your point character or tagging into your assist to apply pressure. Another way you can use your assist is to help open up your opponent while they're blocking. Take Vi and Echo. If your opponent blocks your light, medium, heavy combo, you can use Echo's assist to give Vi the chance to side switch with her command dash. Then you can continue applying pressure on the other side. And if they block that, you can tag into Echo while he's still active to apply pressure on the opposite side again. Little tricks like this are simple to implement, but very hard to react to. And you don't have to rely on meter or anything like that. You just need your assist to be free. That's all. There are even more ways to utilize tags in creative ways, but the bottom line is that you need to use them to take full advantage of your team comp. Go into training mode and test stuff out. But don't forget about what we talked about in the first tip. Keep things simple so it's easy to remember. Then as you improve, you can get a little more complex with it. As for our last tip, you need to stop playing while on a losing streak. I get it. Losing sucks. Ending a ranked run on an L is rough. However, no matter how strong you think you are, a losing streak can heavily affect your mental. You'll start second-guessing every move you make. Players you match up with for the first time will get in your head because of your past losses. It'll feel like you're playing just to get a win instead of playing to have fun. Instead of falling into this habit, take a break if you find yourself losing a lot. Review your past matches and look at where you screwed up. This part may be tough for newcomers, but you need to be honest with yourself and keep note of what your biggest weaknesses are. How is the opponent breaking through your defenses? Are you pressing buttons when you're not supposed to? Are you playing too passively and getting bullied? Reviewing your past footage will help you target those problems and solve them. That's way better than spending extra time online when you're tilted. Of course, we can go on, but if you're able to get rid of all these bad habits, you'll slowly see a difference in your gameplay. And the best part is that a lot of these tips can be applied to other fighting games. If you notice that you had any of these habits, let us know below. And be sure to tune in on GameRant.com for more gaming videos just like this one.